mago yarn what I want to talk about. I be how na see this government economy matter for market. Your babe Falita ready to hear on her out. Just listen and watch us on www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com and follow all our social media platforms. Just search CHRICED Radio and TV everywhere. On top CHRICED Radio and TV, on our matter, now we own.
Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say K-Bobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and Television, where we go to break down news analysis well for you on top of newspaper radio, big told.
Welcome back inside Nigeria. You still there on top so, and I hope so you do with us on top YouTube, you do with us on top Facebook at CHRICED Radio TV, because we did there live for you to take the follow us and enjoy us. Because right about now we're also there on other social media platforms like TikTok, like Instagram, like X at CHRICED Radio TV, and for our website at www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com. You fit also meet us for our WhatsApp on top 0906 891 8345. WhatsApp na 0906 891 8345. Join us there with all of your contributions, and we would definitely bring them out on the show. And if you also want to drop your own through the comment section of all of these live platforms within YouTube, within Facebook, join your own, join the conversation, yarn the color of your belly, make your own for no loss. Now, for inside matters that we did for the news this morning already, you don't hear say Abubakar Malami will be senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, before Attorney General of the country and Minister of Justice, don't actually they collect woto for court as EFCC carry up go on accusation of money laundering, both him, his wife, and his son. And right now there's a development on the matter. We're going to talk about that one. And then the Igiaga will be boss between Dangote Group and the before Gulf NMDPRA. You also don't get another update. That now one matter will carry come. And then we'll also talk about all this issue of seeing at least women dead bodies too so far inside Abuja. All of that now be waiting we'll talk about, and you can also join your own contributions through the comment section or through the WhatsApp portal. I get Kola Wole or Money with me. Kola, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy Thursday to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Abubakar Malami, is it a case of how the mighty have fallen? And already, before we go to even a situation, you hear the amount of properties, 57 properties for choice areas. When they list the places where these properties they for inside Abuja here, Maitama, Asokoro, Wuse, you get some even hotels. Then they get for Kano, then get for Kebbi. I think get for Katsina or Kaduna, I go see it. But what's 213.2 billion naira so far? What do we have to say about this?
You know, they're shocking to me and to many Nigerians. It's just with they open his own page now and with they get this kind of revelation. And the reason why many Nigerians believe, say, no matter how government they blow grammar, say, money no day, they know they won't believe them. Because only one person now, we are tracing billions of naira to the person. I've been telling you before now, say, if you are spending 100,000 naira every single day you come out, before you go spend 1 billion naira, it go reach almost 30 years, right? So if you are now linking over 200 billion naira to only one person, you need to tell me how you want to explain that kind of words. You understand? even though it's still allegation. And the forfeiture still be temporary forfeiture. If you get claim, if you get proof, if you get substantial evidence to back whatever, he may still collect his properties back. You understand? In the eyes of the law anyway. But just for you to know the kind of atrocity where politicians they put this country into. I mean, economic recklessness. Because if you gather 10 of them now, say you want to do retouchlightment, you want to trace their properties, EFCC will not have any other job to do. But when they single-handedly pick one out of them, you hear this kind of revelation. So if you now pick hundreds, how many trillion you will be talking about recovering? If you pick 200, how many? If you pick 300, how many? This is the situation of corruption in Nigeria. You understand? Because if they talk, say, allegation, good and fine allegation, you need to prove it beyond reasonable doubt to say true, he thieved the money, no being get the properties. But if you now check, okay, who was Malami before he became Minister of Justice? You may want to jump into conclusion that this is too much. Because for someone like us, we've been knowing where we were at that time for Kano. And we knew the kind of lifestyle, the way they managed to cope that time. You understand? And with the current situation right now, linking him to some of this wealth, some of these properties. So for a layman, you may just quickly want to jump into conclusion, especially in a country where media trial, they even overshadow the retrial. You may quickly want to jump into conclusion, say, it be like, say, true issues they there. But no being be the first time, I know go be the last person. Unfortunately, this thing where they talk about now, it may reach a certain level and they say, okay, we want to do out of court settlement or plea bargain or whatever the case, and we forget about the story, we move on. Again, if you even choose to dance to the tune of the power that be, to say, okay, come and join us and all your sins are forgiven. It may not be now, it may be tomorrow. You understand? They always have their way in resolving some of these matters. We will just keep shouting on top of billions of naira. We will never use our eyes see. We will keep shouting on top of properties that even if they get final forfeiture from him, they may eventually still sell it for their friends and cronies. You understand? So, in all this, it's still corruption. And now the reason why they always talk, say, now, Olegbe policy, now government been the wrong. You go hear the shout, oh, he loud, oh, can you imagine, Malami do this. They collect the properties, right? Give it to another person. The way, the manner, the process of giving it to another person, you know, go to day clean. Even if they clean, corruption will still day inside the process. So it is unfortunate because we know they get scapegoats. For instance, the Accountant General of the Federation, how in matter take end as we speak right now, at a point, he pleaded not guilty. At a point, plea bargain. We don't get much update about it right now. And eventually, if you get, maybe they will say they recover some and they allow him to go with some. No scapegoat, no consequence. So we get more people to steal Nigerians' money because there's no proper mechanism to bring them to book.
But somebody of this position, it was Attorney General, Minister of Justice. Does it not even count? Does it not matter?
Pastors and imams, they steal money. So who is Attorney General of Justice that you are talking about? Who is Attorney General of Justice that cannot steal money? You understand? And apart from that, beyond even the title or whatever assignment given to you, the system is too weak. My dear sister, that same system that could not trace him that time to say, okay, can you explain? EFCC is pushing for, okay, on explain wealth or whatever the bill they are pushing right now to say, okay, when they notice who you were before they give you a certain appointment or whatever, and currently who you are and they notice a strange move about money, about the way you are spending and stuff, they can ask you to come and explain. Now tell me, if there's no system in place to say, okay, you were only a minister in Nigeria, and before we appointed you, we knew how the situation was that time. Now having these properties in place, how did it even happen in the first place that time? No system to check it, to say, no, you can't get all these things at a time. Within just how many few years that you were a minister, not even a president. But we don't have such system in place. And eventually, probably they say now winch hunt or no winch hunt. Just imagine now, say winch hunt no day, and nobody is pursuing him now. This is how we'll be bragging with all these properties. We are lucky for him to have even used the money to invest in Nigeria, that they can be able to trace those properties. What of those people that will even take it abroad? Or what of those that have even taken it abroad, that we can't even trace it? Or maybe because they belong to the current government, that we were not able to even hold them accountable. There are many of them. The reason why, if they are saying money no day, nobody won't believe them. Inside this money now, you may need to trace it to some that even give us for intervention. It may be there. Inside this money, the one where we go borrow, say we want to make Nigeria better, make people feel something good from government, it may be part of the money. Our generation, unborn generation, will be paying this debt, while some people will be smiling. It's a weak system, and I'm not seeing any move from government to really fight corruption in this country. Because if we want to genuinely fight corruption in this country, it will be more of like death penalty. It will be more of like, okay, life sentencing. You are not coming back. So if we have not really seen that seriousness, and it's not just giving that pronouncement without making effort to really prosecute them and get them jailed. And I'm not talking about trial that will linger for 10 years. Trial that will last for just 3 months or 4 months. And they're already at the back of the net. This is the kind of move we need in this country for people to really know, say, oh, these people mean business. And mind you, the caliber of people that are responsible for making this law to work, for the system to work, they're also benefiting from it, and none of their hands are clean. So based on that, it go ask them to make that kind of drastic move.
So they talk now. So this one now, the court constitute EFCC say make them publish this order for national newspaper, so that people where maybe they interested or we get and feel come at least 14 days to come declare why they should not forfeit this. So you're saying if, for example, now they do that and people actually come, or maybe the Malami fit to really explain how it gets, they feel probably give them back in property without asking him, because like what will they talk now? Shebi, will they get this asset declaration thing? This, you go to code of conduct, you go declare what thing you get, then you enter into government. Most times, even when you are coming out, you still go back again. They go still do
How
a
many
check.
of them they do them?
But is it not part of our law? It's not waiting supposed
That
to
is what I'm telling you, that genuinely, if you even make law, make more stringent law, life imprisonment for any corrupt officials in Nigeria, political office holders, give them life imprisonment. Genuinely, find a way of fast-tracking their trial. Give limited time frame for corruption trial in Nigeria. You understand? So, declaration of properties before and after, have they been taking care of it? Have they been obeying it? Are they even genuine in that declaration? Are they saying the truth? They can say the truth when they are coming in, but when they are going out, do they do that? That is why they are linking with son and a wife.
Yes.
Because at that point, they will spread. They will spread it. They will not tell you that I'm the owner of all these things. Their uncle, their brothers, their siblings, they spread it all over. It now depends on how thorough your investigation is for you to be able to trace all this wealth. And if you now trace it, don't let somebody to be, we are on this case for maybe at High Court for 2 years, 3 years, at Appeal Court, because they will fight to Supreme Court. Maybe for another 3 years. Then Supreme Court will say, you need to join the queue. No! if you can make it possible for politicians to quickly conclude their process, their trial or their court cases in the name of, we need to maintain good calendar for electioneering and governance, then have a special court for corrupt practices if you really mean business in this country. We have many lawyers that are graduating every day. If government genuinely want to fight corruption, they know what to do. But fortunately, the people who won't even fight themselves, their hands no clean. So it go hard for them to be having clean. The only thing we'll be seeing is when they want to deal with somebody, they will quickly track the person and they will definitely get the person. Okay. Because it go hard you to spend 4 years under government today where they no go fit trace any corrupt act against you. That one they sure. So for them to now swing it to action to act against you, it means say maybe you are not in their right book anymore. So it is unfortunate. We don't really mean business. Corruption case should not last more than, because we want to presume that EFCC don't already get their intel. They don't already do their thorough investigation before you even initiate it in the first place. So why the lingering situation of 5 years, 10 years, and eventually they say, all the allegations, we don't already dismiss them. No. When that matter is out, when the person that is in charge, that is trying him, he don't get any escape route. No be when they start the process at High Court, for instance now. Maybe Tinubu government don't already come out from this thing when Supreme Court won't rule. Maybe one president don't come that time when Malami get a link with the president. They just, I better free this guy. No. Within 6 months or 1 year, let them finalize any corrupt case in this country. Not until when we get to that level, we are not fighting any corruption.
Anyway, the court justice in which they don't tell them, say they come back on January 27 for them to, finish on those property forfeiture matter. But still again, as we conclude, they still say both the same Malami, in wife, and son, they still before justice in which on another accusation, 8.7 billion, accusation of 8.7 billion money laundering. And for this particular one now, good, it gets the specific to say the judge talk, say, make them not do like say they know. So may anybody no come try influence, and anybody no come talk to her, make everybody just relax, say him no go won't make anybody spoil the name. He won. Was that really necessary?
It is, because it's good that he's giving that warning so that when they want to hold him responsible later, they'll be able to see whether he stick to whatever he's saying. And he was talking from experience. At a point, he get one of their guy where we no go just one mention name here like that. Where we say they get a link of all the people where they always send prayers to his account. Many of them won their cases. So is it not this corruption we are talking about? It's spread all over the sectors, including judiciary. So they can easily have their way. And now the impression where they always get be that say, if you want steal well, so that when the thing won't backfire, you have enough resources to settle these guys and have your way. It's not supposed to continue like this, because, sincerely speaking, regardless of any effort we are making in this country, this corruption no allow us to really progress. Just think of any of the challenges we are battling right now in this country. Now, corruption, they fuel the matter to make it worse. Insecurity now on top of it. Corruption full everywhere there. The reason why they don't want anything that has to do with insecurity to end in this country. So, if you don't have the judiciary that is the final hope of common man to be well sanitized, it means when they also spread it to that side too, it's not when it has been spread to that side. Then almost everywhere is consumed. And the impression where they get me that say, just pack this money. When the time comes, you now use little of it to have your way. Just imagine if they are tracing over 200 billion, or let's just say the money laundering of 8-something billion naira. How much will you use to settle this guy and they will keep their mouth shut? Just 1 or 2 of the billions. Just spread it. Everybody will calm down. Oh, after all, they can't pay me in my lifetime as a worker in this country. Nobody can pay me this. And many of those cases like that. We need to have a better way of managing or fighting corruption in this country. not the way we are romancing it like this.
And finally, they don't give him, his wife, and his son bill 500 million each. So maybe they go bring 1.5 billion for the three of them to go. But maybe they did for Kuje, at least spending when they meet up, the shorty, drop passport, all of that. Good enough.
And the bail is in bond, right? It's not that they are paying the money. Somebody will need to stand for them and what have you.
Shorty.
It's not bad. Unfortunately, that's just the way it used to start. Before you know it now, okay, we have trial today, we have tomorrow, they'll be going back and forth and what have you. It may end maybe next 5 years and what have you. So
they come back February 17th.
They will definitely come back now. They will doing adjournment here and there for hearing, for this, for that, before they finalize at the High Court. And from there, they will still need to proceed to Appeal Court and to Supreme Court, except if they find evidence that he knows that he can never escape it. He may be pleading for plea bargain. You understand? If that one no dey there, they may need to fight it to Supreme Court. But whatever the case is, government may claim that they are trying right now, but from my experience so far, the corruption fight is selective fight. And that is not what we need. We need a system that everybody will be scared to do anyhow. We don't have that kind of system. Buhari was there then. These guys were feeling like, oh, we're on top of the situation. We're on top of the game. Because now our person did there. It's no longer there now. The thing is backfiring. But we don't want that kind of selective move. We want a system that regardless of where you are coming from, regardless of your political affiliate, you should be scared. Say, hey, this system in this country will really tarnish my image and will bring me down if I do anyhow. We don't have that.
So with this
we get many of them now that they are enjoying the moment under Tinubu government too. That when another government come on board, they will come and expose them. We'll still be shouting, hey, billions of naira, this and that. That has been the tradition. No, it shouldn't be like that. We should have a system in place that everybody will be scared of. If you now get stubborn head, you can't choke your head. Then you go say water. We don't get them right now.
So with even this one now where they happen, you still don't think this is like winning the war against corruption?
No. This is not. Because this is not the first one we are seeing. The Accountant General of the Federation still did there. Many former governors did there that they are still on trial. Eventually, they will still contest for Senate or whatever. So this is not the end of the war. Maybe they are fighting. They are fighting. The moment you carry somebody, say, you thief money, you want to recover them. You are fighting now. Emefiele, they did final forfeiture of some of those properties. Good and fine. How it taken? Waiting to be the proceed of some of those things. What are they using it for? The system is not in place. Some of those properties will still enter another person and in a corrupt move. Now, the reason why they say they need to make the system and institutions they stronger than picking 1 or 2 or 3 people. For instance, 1 million people commit offense. You use only 5 persons as scapegoat. You loud it on the media with the impression, say, they fight corruption out of 1 million, unquote. And out of these 5 people, maybe only 1 eventually get convicted out of 5. So are we really fighting corruption?
Are we really fighting corruption? That now the question on top of that particular story. I still get Kolawole or money with me inside the studio and inside Nigeria now with you on top. So big to reach them now they carry on give you. Remember, if you drop your contributions for the comment section as you did join us live for Facebook and even for YouTube right now, or drop them on top of our WhatsApp at 0906 891 8345. Again, the number now 0906 891 8345. Now, caller, moving on. Dangote Refinery, President of Dangote Industries Limited, Aliko Dangote, don't withdraw that official complaint when it being dropped to Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, against before Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, Farouk Ahmed. Now, according by the letter, we take right through in lawyer, he used his own lawyer, Ogu Onoja, a senior advocate of Nigeria, to the ICPC. He's saying they withdraw because another agency of government don't take over the matter. That's not the first part. But ICPC don't come out now, come talk, say withdraw or no withdraw. What will they do now in the interest of Nigeria people? So we are going ahead with our investigation. What do you think of this recent development in the drama?
Because Dangote has achieved his aim. He wanted Farouk out of the system, and he has been able to achieve that. So with that, he doesn't have any business anymore. Now, one of the reasons why they tell you, say, fighting corruption in this country should be holistic. Don't be selective. And I've been talking, say, okay, if they really want torchlight waiting with the accusation against Farouk, he go expose others. Then go need to spread the investigation. But in a situation whereby you're having issue with a particular agency, the moment their number one citizen is gone, you are okay. Probably because the person in charge now is now dancing to your tune, or you guys are now romancing, or you're having things in common, and what have you. You don't care about the rotten system you complained about. What it means is that you can abandon it right now, but that problem will surface later. Because my expectation is that the moment you want to pick only one person in any sector in this country, spread the investigation. For instance, this Malami case we're talking about now, if they want to spread it right now, you see the endless number of people that are at his back, they will be exposed. But we don't have that kind of system in place. Dangote felt relief. Now everything looked comfortable to him. He went to go and say, okay, I want to withdraw my petition, which is not supposed to be done.
Though, but he said another government agency has taken over.
Regardless if they are taking over or not taking over, it was you. That government wouldn't have done anything initially. It was you, a whistleblower. So you as a whistleblower should be able to sacrifice your time, your commit, your everything to make sure that, okay, you want a good system now. You want the sector to be sanitized. So if nobody is also prevailing on you to say, go and withdraw that thing. If to say no, stakeholder, you know all these country things, oh, my brother, you need to honor your brother, and you don't need all these things now. The moment you come out to your own, whatever agency, Nigerians will soon forget about it. This is the move I'm seeing right now. If we genuinely want to fight corruption, regardless of whoever is coming behind the scene, because so many things are always going behind the scene that we don't get access to, only the action being taken is what we are deliberating on right now. So maybe some people don't already gather, so say, I beg, just calm down. So if we align with that kind of condition, we can't fight corruption in the country. Because Farouk may just be a mere messenger compared to the kind of revelation we're supposed to get regarding that investigation. Before you know it now, the agency where they see things where they happen there before, where they no raise any alarm, suddenly now agency took over the investigation of the petition where you write, and because of that you are withdrawing. Before you know it, that same silence theory that the agency has been using before may eventually come up, and we'll not hear anything about it again.
But are we saying now, say no consequences now for Dangote? Because truly those accusations actually weighty. And he say he get evidence. Now we're just saying they withdraw him. Even though ICP said they will continue. What do you have to say about that part? ICP said they will continue. But for Dangote, so no consequences. It just goes on.
The point is, some of these things, they will just, everybody, probably the ICPC even know what Nigerians will say. The reason why they are giving out the relief of continuation.
Because they say it's already ongoing.
You understand?
And that is the mandate of the people. So they will give
it. Yes, we hear some of this grammar. You are talking as if you are a foreigner. As if you are not in this country.
I am a foreigner.
Because we don't trust that system. Except if they want to prove us wrong. Say, no. We mean this time around. But from the previous experience where we get about some of these agencies, they can easily be manipulated. Dangote claims say he get plenty evidence. He's withdrawing right now. Will he be called upon when this guy is being prosecuted? Because that weighty allegation is supposed to be prosecuted. It's not just mere investigation and everybody go to sleep. It's supposed to be prosecuted. So at that point, the person will get that weighty allegation and evidence against him supposed to be a party to that particular case. Now that is smartly withdrawing from the case right now, so it can be done anyhow, tomorrow they can say they don't find anything against him. Because even the person in this thing now, to me, with that kind of allegation where they level against him, he is supposed to even be the first person to rush to the court. Say, man, I no spoil my name. My hands, they clean. If he's not making that move, and Dangote,
the Farouk Ahmed. He been dismissed the accusation.
It's beyond dismissal. You tell me now, say I steal billions of naira, and I know say I no steal them. You tell me say I dey spend so amount of naira for my children's school fees abroad. I know say no be the amount I dey spend. Or even if I dey spend the amount, it's not from you guys' money. I get my personal business. I get every evidence against it. And I get future. I still want to protect my name. Now me go enter court now. By now, he's supposed to be the one in court to prosecute Dangote. Remember, I told you that time, say, Dangote and Farouk get opportunity now to make billions of naira from Dangote's sweat. If truly any allegation against him, he no dey jail. So for him to be feeling reluctant to even prosecute Dangote by now, it means say something is also fishy. But trust us, we'll forget. Another big story will come tomorrow and forget anything about Farouk.
So you don't have any hope or belief in this thing ending in a way we go happy? Except
they want to shock me and shock every other Nigerian. But from all we always witness and experience before now, the one way day bigger, you may be shocked tomorrow. A Emefiele story and investigation, you may be shocked tomorrow. So we are used to it.
Waiting we no suppose they used to. Now don't become waiting we they used to. Anyway, the drama for the oil sector, Dangote ICPC continues. And as the updates they drop, we say go carry and land you domot for on top CHRICED Radio and television. Now, make we enter into some human angle stories then. I've been see this report, I think as yesterday, I did before yesterday. I come on, but today again, I see report about say like just some few days after they discover the dead body of a nurse where they work with Federal Medical Center Jabi by the roadside. Now, as I was it for yesterday also, they also discover a dead body again of a female lawyer based on the ID card where they see for bag, along Kubwa Expressway. Now, for Abuja people, they would do all this human angle report. Now they say this nurse, they call her name, they say that she finished afternoon shift on January 3. That's not the first case. And enter motor, they go home, but she never got home. The next thing, now to see her dead body dumped by the roadside. Nobody know the real exactly story of what lead to her death. They still they wait, who they report, the report investigation, the ongoing. They can't discover the dead body of another person. Now, this time a lawyer, where there's, they said they never feel confirm whether truly she been work with the court people, but from the ID card, they believe she's a former treasurer for Nigerian Bar Association, Abuja branch. Now they discovered that dead body too along the road. And most of the church, they show say, now victim of one chance. Those people say they go drop for you, you go enter motor, either they go stab you, if you hear the story, stab you, something, collect your bag, take whatever you are, push you outside of the vehicle. Now, when me now come they go say, a lot of people now don't come out now, they shout, say, this thing they happen, no, we are not hearing the police or security people coming up to do anything about it. Some of people then when they even comment, they call on FCT minister, say, these things they happen, you are not doing anything about it. What do you get to talk about this matter? And are they calling on the right authorities to handle the situation?
Yeah, I think it's more of a security guys that we at least strengthen their intel. Unlike them calling on the FCT minister, he also has the priority of securing lives of people in Abuja. So I think they will need to work together to make things work. If it is one chance situation, you will need to get more of those suspects arrested before you can be able to say, okay, you want to fight the battle, because to them, their movement is strategic. To be fair to the security guys right now, you know your mission, you know what you are doing. In their own case, they see every car moving every day with plate number, with everything. So Just imagine the traffic on this expressway in Abuja alone every day. You understand? And how many police stations we need to stage? Because at a point, I think last year, you get one way up, way there close to where police been there. Then been catch those guys. You understand? So if you check it, maybe it may be after it happened. They may now find a way of getting some of those guys, because the intel, one of the challenges we would get for Abuja is the fact that we don't have more public buses that can be conveying passengers. And at that rush hour in the morning and in the evening time, anybody that gets any ulterior motive can easily get their victims. They can easily get. So beyond, okay, we need to arrest those people now, do you make provisions for them to even avoid it? For instance, if we get more buses in place at that rush hour in the morning and in the evening time, that can be able to take care of people, that they have full confidence in those buses. Number one, it will be cheaper. And number two, it's more secured than entering private vehicles. Because mostly, these people, where they do this thing, they know they use any commercial vehicles. You understand?
Taxes.
And in a situation whereby even people where they also too, where get your own private car, they enter road, they pick passengers, and people are already used to it. So in that kind of situation, it will be very hard for you to say you want only security guys to work and hand this one chance situation. Give people more options to avoid private vehicles. But we don't have them. If you insist now, say only buses and commercial vehicles you want to enter in Abuja, you go stand for road tired at this morning and night period that I'm talking about. So I need government, you need to do more to give the commuters more options on whether they even need to enter these vehicles or not. At that point, the one where they go manage to enter, they will need to do thorough screening by themselves. Maybe only the driver is inside, they enter, or something of that nature. But in a situation whereby you say you want security people to be on top of their situation, to end one chance in Abuja, that condition of giving every private cars to pick passengers on the road will still not allow it to happen, because you can't dedicate a policeman to each car in Abuja to be taking care of it. So government should look at it from that angle. We have railway service that do not cover the entire metropolis, but we have, if they get buses like all these CNG bus where they talk about, part of the proceed of waiting and talk, say if they come out subsidy for Nigerians, they will provide very well. I remember when Gulo Jonathan administration partially come out subsidy that time, then they do Shopee. You understand? We get some of those buses. Some of them, you still see them on the road up to now. So they need to do more of that for them to give commuters more options to say, okay, I'm not entering private vehicles. I want to enter buses. I want to enter commercial cars to avoid one chance.
But pending all of that, waiting, we ordinary citizens now feel do to avoid your lifeless body.
Yes, they need to be security conscious. These guys get tactics of how they operate. The reason why they call it one chance, they will only make provision for only one more slot for you. That's one of the reasons for that one chance where they talk about. You understand? I get people where they close to me where this thing don't happen to before. You understand? Their tactics sometimes, when you lock the door, they'll be shouting, hey, you don't hit my hand for door, this and that. You get confused, still be begging the person where you think say, oh, you don't want spoil in hand. Before you know it, they pick some things from your body where you don't know. The next thing is how to drop you on your way shortly before you notice that thing is missing in your body. That one they there. Another one is immediately after they pick you, only you at the last edge of the car, they come out knife or gun or whatever, and they ask you to drop. After they might have collected everything from you, sometimes in the course of dropping, they don't want you to raise alarm for them to be caught. They push you and people die. So one of those things is the moment you discover, say, be like say, all these eyes where they look, oh, their eyes know the 2 day smile. Maybe you should avoid any car where we say now only one slot, 9 remain. People, you just need to be security conscious to at least, before they can find a lasting solution to this problem, they should not be a victim.
Okay, so you don't hear try this security conscious. We know say no easy, but try this security conscious. And truly, one cannot be over careful or careful enough. Still, they always talk, I will carry prayer and carry God follow body, make your no loss. But the police command, Abuja Police Command, public author person, SP Josephine Ade talk say they are investigating to actually know what really lead to the killings of those women. But I beg, be security conscious, shine your eye, listen to your intuition, to your mind. If your mind no carry I beg, no go ahead. God will continue to protect us. This is the place where we go wrap up the show. Bokola, last words as we're leaving.
Last word, I'm going back to corruption fight in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We have not started. Sometimes when I hear, oh, catch them young, they carry this campaign to schools. When they don't deal with the compelling factors where they force people into it, regardless of catch them young you are doing in schools, it no go help. Because these guys, you will only teach them for a few hours in school, but they are learning bigger and more from their parents. You understand? So the one they are taking from their parents, they spend more hours with their parents, is more. So fighting corruption in the country, we need that stringent move. Say genuinely, I really mean that. Unfortunately, person will go won't make that kind of move. The person hand go clean well, so that when they start, they no go expose and say, Oga, now you they talk. We know where we dey run am now. You understand? Not until when we get that Messiah, we dey ready. Maybe number one citizen, and he gets supportive move from other politicians that are willing genuinely to do the right thing. It go hard, but we hope say one day we go get liver to fight corruption in the country, not the way it's being fought right now.
We hope say one day we go actually get the real liver to fight corruption come up from this country. Not be as it go right now. That's not the last words of Kolawole on Money on Top of the Show today. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, Abuja. Thank you, Kano. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you from everywhere where we say you watch us and join us today. We appreciate you for saying you turned out with us. Don't forget, say we did on all social media handles at CHRICED Radio TV. I beg, like us, subscribe to us, follow us, and enjoy all of our program on those platforms then. And for our website, we did www.CHRICEDradioandtv.com to enjoy more of our programs. I beg you join us again tomorrow, same time, same station for another edition. Until then, my name remains Princess Aniana. Good morning and God bless you.